What's up? It's your girl, Nurse Shawnee, here with Vlogmas Day. This is day 5. I'm starting to lose count. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about why you should get your California nursing license. And I know, everybody says in California, that's where you go to make the money. It's true, but I'm going to save that for last, okay? So if you want to know why you should get your California nursing license, keep watching. What's up? It's your girl, Nurse Shawnee, aka the Know-It-All Nurse. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Please always remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell button so whenever I post a video, you're gonna know about it, sis. All right, so let's talk about why we should get that good old California nursing license. Well, the first reason, if you are a girl like myself who is from the East Coast where in the wintertime it gets cold, there is nothing like taking a travel assignment over on the West Coast during winter. I did it last year and oh my gosh, it was amazing. So I did that at the beginning of this year. I took my first assignment in California the beginning of this year and oh my gosh, like I have lived in Maryland my entire life. So being, having to deal with these East Coast cold winters is just the norm for me. But when I went to California, oh my God, so much better. And I'm going to be transparent and let you guys know that I suffer with seasonal affective disorder. So when it starts to get cooler, colder, when it's getting darker, earlier, and when there's not as much sunlight, it really affects my mood. And it's always sunny in California. Like when I was there, it may have rained a couple times, but for the most part, it is nice and sunny in California. So the weather is amazing. I'm not going to say it was particularly warm because where I was, it was probably about between 60, sometimes it got up to 70, but it daggone sure was not 10, 15, 20, 30 degrees at all. So the weather is just amazing. The second reason you should get your California nursing license is OMG, the patient to nurse ratios are great. So I had no idea. Like, listen, as a postpartum nurse, I am used to taking care of at least 3 to 4 couplets. Sometimes even 5. Like on my last assignment, we went up to 5 couplets sometimes, which is bananas. But in California, the ratios are much smaller. And that is life. Like I can remember one time when I was on my last assignment in California, I had to take 3 couplets and the charge nurse was freaking out. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much for being so flexible for taking these 3 couplets. We normally don't overload you like that. And I'm thinking, girl, this is light work for me, like whatever. So the ratios are amazing. Piggybacking on that, the third reason you might want to go ahead and get that California license is, listen, have you ever worked night shift and been able to take a nap during your shift? Oh my gosh. Like when I first heard of that, actually when I interviewed for my previous California position, that was one of the things the manager brought up on the phone. She was like, did you know that you can take a rest break overnight? I was like, oh, what? A rest break? Child, the hospitals I've worked in, you better not close your eyes. As soon as you wake up, you better lie and say you were praying because they're going to ask you for your badge and escort you out the door. Like being able to sleep during your shift is it was unheard of for me. But let me tell you, some nights it really, really pushed me through my shift. So having that resource nurse, which they actually staff a resource or a break nurse for the unit, is amazing. And being able to give over your assignment during your 1 hour rest period, break, whatever you want to do in that time frame, being able to give over the responsibility of the patient you're taking care of to someone else so you can get a real break. Like, seriously. Where I come from, you better hurry up and inhale your food. You may or may not get to go to the bathroom because it's busy and nobody is taking over your patient assignment so you can take your lunch break. Like, no one cares if you eat. No one cares. But in California, they do have that resource nurse. And I'm sitting on a exercise ball if y'all want to know why I'm rocking back and forth. Sorry if it's distracting, but anyway, yeah, that resource nurse, that break nurse is bomb. I absolutely love it. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Everybody wants to know about the money. So reason number 4, let me explain this, and I hope I can explain it in the right way. So sometimes a lot of the nurses in California only work 8-hour shifts. And actually, I had no idea nurses work 8-hour shifts until I did my travel assignment in Massachusetts. And when I first got there, I would notice that around 3 o'clock, 2:45, people started going to the locker room, and I would see them in their street clothes. And I'm like, what y'all doing? What's going on here? They're like, oh, we're going home. I'm like, what? Y'all only work 8 hours, but the travelers work 12. I was like, no, that's not fair. So I had no idea until I became a travel nurse that nurses work 8-hour shifts. Who knew? But in California, the same is true. A lot of their nurses will work 8 hours. So they are paid straight time for the first 8 hours. After 8 hours, anything from 8 to 12 is time and a half. So yes, you work anything past 8 hours, you're getting paid time and a half. If you work anything past 12 hours, you're getting paid double time. Okay? Who freaking knew? I certainly didn't until I took my first assignment in California. Like, being able to get that time and a half after 8 hours and double time, y'all, one time I cashed out because I worked 16 hours, cashed out. You hear me? My check was lovely, okay? So that is one of the reasons why people always say for travel nurses, especially, getting your California license is going to double and triple your income. That is amazing. And then another reason why you may want to get your California nursing license is a lot of my friends have taken per diem assignments in California where they will go and work whatever their commitment is. They will fly out maybe for the weekend or take a couple days, fly out, work their shifts, and come right back. That's like a win-win. I'm trying to figure out how I can get me a little per diem job in California because I would not be opposed to flying out once a month to grab a quick little bag and come back. So you need the California nursing license to do any of these things I just talked about in this video. It is quite expensive to get the license. So I believe the license itself is maybe $350. And then there's some other fees that you have to pay. You have to go on Nurses and do a verification for any nursing license that you already have. You got to get your transcripts from your college or university to go along with your application. You got to do that for any nursing license that you get. So I'm here in Maryland. We're part of the compact. California is not part of the compact. California will never be part of the nursing compact because they are unionized and they are governed by the California Nurses Association. So don't ever wait for California to be in the compact for you to say, oh, I'm not going to pay for the license. I'm going to just wait for them to get, put in the compact, because states do get added into the compact all the time. Like I think most recently, Louisiana is now in the compact. Georgia is now in the compact. There was another recent addition. I can't think of what it was, but they always add states, but California is not ever going to be added. I doubt it. Never say never, but I highly doubt it. So if you want to increase your earning potential, if you want to take those sleep breaks when you're working, if you want to make that time and a half after 8 hours of your shift, California is the place to go for that. If you want to soak up the weather, like California is just, it's a vibe. Like for me, home is always going to be home. I don't know what my future is. It's expensive to live in California, so I don't think that I would say I'm about to pick up and move to California, but it's a vibe. It's just so different from any other place that I have been. Like everybody is just so carefree, like la la la, whatever. It's just a little different. It's definitely a vibe. So let me share something with you in terms of getting your California license, because again, it costs a little grip. But I got mine for free. So for my previous travel company that I was working with, after I did my first contract with them, my recruiter came to me and she said, we have a license program for California. Let me help you get your California license. We're going to take care of everything. So all I had to do was fill out the application, request my transcript. I did have to do everything through Nurses. Nurses is the verification system for nursing licenses. So you got to go through that system to verify your license. So I had to do that, but I didn't put out any money up front, not one penny. I did all the work. My recruiter assigned me to like a liaison or someone who was handling all of that stuff. All I did was fill everything out, email it to my liaison. They took care of everything. Like they sent the application. I don't know what they did. All I know is 3 weeks later, I was registered to practice nursing in the state of California. It was an easy process. So with that, I'm going to give you the suggestion to talk with your recruiter if that's something that you want to do. And maybe you don't have the funds to, front load for that license. Ask your recruiter if your company has a licensure program, if they can go ahead and do that on your behalf. If you have to pay for it on your own, you are going to recoup your money within your first paycheck. It is a lot to put up front, but you're going to get it right back as soon as you get your first paycheck, because again, your earning potential increases once you're working in California. So if that's something you want to do, talk with your recruiter, maybe save up so that you can go ahead and apply for that license. Again, it's going to pay for itself. Trying to think if there's anything else on my list here. So I will put the link to the California Board of Nursing here for you, just so you can click on the link and see what you need to go ahead and get started. When I first started travel nursing, my girlfriend told me, friend, get your California license. And I kept looking like, girl, this thing is expensive. She was like, I know, but what I'm telling you is the same thing she told me. It's going to pay for itself. And although I didn't pay for the license, I can say I have increased my earning potential by practicing nursing in the state of California. So it's not something that's going to be waste. All that to say, if you obtain your California license, even if you have to pay for it out of pocket, it's not going to be wasteful. You're going to make that money back, sis. Okay, well, that's it. California is the place to go. It's one of my favorite places that I have traveled to as a travel nurse, and I highly suggest that you get your California nursing license, because it's the year of the nurse. Have y'all seen these new rates that came out recently? Nurses making $120 an hour? Med-surg nurses. That's unheard of. Like before 2020, before this pandemic, pre-COVID, ICU, labor and delivery, and there was another specialty. I can't recall it, but those three were like the high ticket specialties. Med-surg ain't never made no $120 an hour, but I ain't mad at you. It is the year of the nurse. I say, go get your bag, sis. Go get it. Sir, sis, whoever you are, go get that bag. Like, Why not? Let me tell you this. If I wasn't on an assignment right now, and I'm happy with my assignment, I'm happy with my compensation package right now. But if I were working in a different environment, like as a staff nurse, oh, I don't know. I may have to put my 2 weeks notice in, because $120 an hour, who can pass that up? Man, this is the one time in life that I wish I had me some med-surg experience, because I want to get on the train with all these nurses making $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a week. Oof, girl, let me get off of this line. All right. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in for Vlogmas. Tonight, I am going to upload video number 6. Come trim the tree with me. All right, I will see y'all later. Peace out.